Hello, everybody. Time for another practice session on Backgammon Galaxy. So if you are interested in lessons or in my books, please visit my website. And if you like the content, please press the corresponding button and subscribe to the channel. Okay, here we go. Okay. Yeah, gotta make the anchor and play 13-8. Nothing special, I suppose. Okay. Probably hit on the 5 again. Don't see much else. Looks a bit inflexible. And now I'll jump out. I could consider jumping out from the 22, but that seemed a bit risky. 4-2, it's not gonna get any better. Already down in the race, can duplicate twos. I think it's a bit more flexible. So at least I have a point now, and I will continue slotting the next one for lack of alternatives. Three, 1. Yeah, interesting. When he hits, he doesn't have a good 3. He certainly doesn't want to break his prime, so this actually really looks like a good play. Certainly got to hit, and guess I have to jump out. Not a good roll by him. 13-7 it is, I guess. Okay, so I'll cover and bring the checker down. Deuces, perfect. Question is, do I make the 11 or do I make the 20? I mean, I've got the stronger board. I really like the 11. If I make the 20, I think since I have the stronger board, I really want to secure this blocking point, but I'm not sure. So 3 probably hits. Okay, that's also possible. Okay, of course I don't make the 22 anchor. I didn't even think about it because it's blocked. So I stepped up to the 21. He'll step out, I suppose, with the 4. I don't like the hit. I mean, it hits actually on a point. I mean, my worst checker. So that checker wants to go off the 23 anyway. So why hit there? Okay, I will just leave the anchor, jump the prime. I'm far ahead in the race, and he doesn't really have good blitzing potential. So I'm ahead 20 20 pips in the race. Control the outfield. His structure is not good, I think. So I'll just cube here. Certainly a take, I would say. Wow. Joker time for him. Okay. Now, guess I don't want to leave any shots. Something like this, maybe. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, difficult to play for him. Could consider running from the 20. That looks a bit dangerous. 5-1. Don't see anything else but trying to escape, which worked. So race is reasonably close. So maybe he just wants to make the 16. I'm not sure. Six one is, it's two checkers. Can't be that bad. Of course, it's a bit dangerous. I get hit back, but he done. So now I even have some gammon chances. I certainly don't want him to get a second anchor. Question is whether I lift the blot, which is safer, of course. Maybe I want to do that because I really don't want to get hit. Just get the checkers home. Not sure. I will lift it. Maybe I'm too scared here. And yeah. Now the question is whether I hit here. But I think I just want to try to get this position home. Hitting looks too dangerous. I still may be able to attack later, but main goal is to bring this home. Of course, a deuce wouldn't make me too happy. It's also not the end of the world. Okay. 5-3. Yeah, I'm curious if it was whether it was correct to lift there. Not quite sure. No 6, which is okay. Okay, this is not okay. It's actually pretty bad, but I got lucky. Okay, that solves most of the problems. So gammon was a long shot anyway, but now I could go for it. Also take some more checkers off. So this is 6 off. Oh, this is difficult. When in doubt, I'll just increase my gammon wins. And also, if I get hit, I have many more checkers off. Okay. Double threes. Just make the anchor and the 10. I think it's correct. Actually, now that I'm leading in the match, I'm especially happy to get an advanced anchor quickly to just reduce my gammon losses or the potential for him to give a gammonish cube. So this looks all really fine and nice. Another great shot. Question is how to play it. I certainly will make the 5. So do I want to make the bar or the 3? Both look really appealing. Feel the bar. It's nice here to just trap that checker. Usually you make the strong board, but I feel the prime looks really promising here. Okay, so I'm down in the race. Yes, I have some attacking chances. I don't know. His position is awkward, to say the least. So certainly, I think at a normal score, 0-0, I would cube for sure. Just debating. I have market losers. The race is okay. His position looks... Maybe that was... I mean, will have to check if this wasn't a bit too aggressive at the score, but I feel like his position is so inflexible. However, I really would have liked to attack this checker, but I just cannot do it. So maybe I just run. I'm ahead 10 pips, because if I don't, I lose outfield control. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have that much attacking potential. And I want to keep my outfield control. So yes, he can attack me. So outfield control helped. Okay, that's not great. I'm ahead in the race, so I certainly want to run with my last checker. I mean, you can see how difficult, how many bad rolls you have in such an inflexible position, which is why I cubed like 5-1. Yes, he has to hit me because he leaves a shot anyway. He can duplicate 5s. So 8-3, 6-5, but yeah, it's really not pleasant to play these unflexible structures, inflexible structures. Oh no, I think he should have attacked me. Because when I hit him, he can lose the gammon easily anyway. So that gives him a bit of hope. Of course, he should hit, hope for the best. What else can he do? 4-6 is good for him, bad for me. Okay, getting better for him. Better hit something in return here. Cannot do it. I don't feel like I should step out there into a multiple shot. Out and cover, yes. I need a 4. There's the 4. Just down with that checker. Important dance for me. Now I can cover. Okay, and I will attack him, of course. With anything I can. 5-4 attacks. And now he really needs a 3, which he gets, unfortunately. And so this is how things can turn around. Had he cubed, I think, would have been a pass, especially at the score. But he didn't, so no, maybe like this. He still doesn't cube, so that must be a big mistake because now I'm free rolling to get back into the game. I mean, when you are down to nothing in a, so punished by the way, down to nothing in a 7-point match, you really have to cube aggressively, and you can see what can happen. He could have won 2 points. Okay, just step out. 5-2. So that was, of course, unfortunate for him, but he did it to himself. I would have passed right after he rolled the 6-3. So I certainly don't want to leave a shot on double sixes. So how do I play this? This? No. Okay, so let's just do something like this. This should be fine. 5, 1. Four, 1. And I have reasonable gammon chances here. Okay, very reasonable gammon chances now. Okay, I need 4 rolls, so I'm certainly a favorite here. Pretty big favorite to win a gammon, which is a 6-point swing, or which would be, still not official. And simply because he failed to, okay, he could have made a crossover to have double sixes, but anyway, so yeah, this was, yeah, a gift. And things are looking really good now. Why do I have to press the roll button at Crawford? Interesting. By the way, slotting is correct against the 4-3 down because I'm duplicating 4s. And now, do I hit? Probably. What else? Question is, okay, I hit. Maybe I simply make the 9 just to have something. Some structure. Of course, now I will make the 5. And hope I can get my back checkers moving. I think I just make the anchor. I'm not concerned about losing a gammon, but That brings me a bit closer to home. And also his stack, the checkers on his 6-point, once I have the 3 anchor, only have one good place to go, namely the 4-point. So I can play without leaving any shots, but it's only 6-1 and what was it for 3? And this gives me better options to build something. So this is 6-2-5-3. The 11-point is not especially attractive here, so maybe I just play without leaving anything. 11-point doesn't help me much. Bar point is good, of course. So I'm not eager to run with my back checkers. Okay, now that I can hit, of course I will run. Because I was down in the race. Now, yeah, I don't see any constructive for. Now the race is fine. Don't leave any direct shots. Okay. Want to maximize outfield control. But do I want to leave shots here? I can just simply make the mid. Maybe I just make the mid. Okay, that's great for him, of course. No, he's a big favorite. Couldn't do anything about that. Hope that he won't be able to roll 2 big numbers or a doublet so that I will get in the end a shot on the 10. Yeah, doesn't matter much. Okay, so that's not very exciting. Just simply losing the race here. Can you do? Just moving something. Get it over with and try to win the match in the next game. Okay, nothing much to say here. So, some chances, very slim. 2 more doublets. It's the wrong doublet. Again, wrong doublet. Take one off, of course. Okay. So I have a free pass, which I won't take here because I won the opening roll. Okay, anchor is great because now gammon loss is hurt. And just trying to run home here, up 14 pips. Looks good. Can I do anything else? Can make the 4-point. Looks a bit inflexible. I think I'll make the 10 and hope that I can make an inside point. Double sixes is great. Two one is okay. I think I have to go for flexibility, leave the 6-4. Okay, continuing with the plan to go for flexibility. Make the point and leave the two numbers. Double sixes plays itself, I guess. So not a very exciting match if I win it. But what can you do? And that was it, I suppose. So is he thinking about resigning? Yes, indeed. So let's look at the PRs. Looks good. Okay, the performance was fine. Nevertheless, I made some bigger mistakes, especially in the first game. So double uses, yeah. I got carried away. It felt like the 11 point so strong, but with my strong board, and him on the bar, I can afford to not make the anchor. But yeah, thing is, he's got a prime, and that's an anchor at the edge of his prime, extremely valuable, and his return shots, especially the sixes, are not that great because he'll have to give up his anchor. So yeah, that was a bit too aggressive, basically, only thinking on offense. But yeah, even if he just enters and hits loose on the 5, not to mention his doublets that make the 5, immediately I'm under pressure. And even if, I mean, basically, when he enters with something, anything, I really would like to make the 5 point. I hope to roll something to make the 5. So why not make it immediately and have a super solid position? Okay, and then I got carried away with my position in the first game here. By the way, that all happened because he didn't jump out. I criticized his play. I mean, he should fight for the outfield. Certainly not hitting that checker that is on my worst checker. So the position of my back checker will only improve. So by hitting me there, he's basically doing me a favor. So that was a big mistake by him. And that led to this position. And yes, I'm a big favorite. And just it's really optically pleasing. He's made the ace point, 4 checkers back. And yes, my equity is quite high already. However, there's just not enough volatility. So by that, I mean, there are not many sequences after which I'm really in a dominating position. I mean, I would have to roll like double sixes. For example, if I just escaped the last back checker and he rolled something, then probably I still haven't lost my market. So it looked nice, but it wasn't volatile enough. For cubing, okay, here there was a double twos where he had various options. He chose to make the 4. He should have lifted one blot. Certainly going to the 16 wasn't the right idea. I looked at it, but it doesn't appear even in the evaluation, simply because he's down too much in the race, I suppose. So he should keep contact. So, but he shouldn't have played with 2 blots. just one. Okay. Especially since the way he played it, he's got a 4-point board, and here he can have a 4-point board with only one blot. And yeah, that's so he is not giving up too much by making the 3 instead of the 4, but 4-point. So, and he can just play with only one blot. Then my cube in the second game was actually correct. Would have been a blunder not to do so. So this time it's a different story. Again, his position looks really weak and inflexible, but this time my equity is a lot better due to my strong board prime and attacking chances. So here, if I can successfully attack him, so I hit on the deuce, and he doesn't hit back, I probably lose my market. So here I also have the volatility necessary to give a cube, and I have a real gammon threat here. Okay, so the most interesting part comes after he rolled his joker. So as you can see here, it's not that bad to play on for the gammon. I mean, it's only a small mistake. Of course, I would have passed, but on his next turn, that's a mandatory cube. He should have cashed. So here at the normal score, 0-0, for example, I can easily take, and it might not even be a recube, I don't know. Probably it is, but it's close. But at this score, I simply cannot take. I'm losing some gammons, and they are really costly, would lose me the match. So I was prepared to pass, but he didn't cube, so I couldn't pass. And you saw what happened afterwards. I easily won a gammon. So that was the crucial swing in this match, 6 points. And of course, it's not always happening like this, but he made it possible for me to turn this game around. Crawford game, I remember, was very boring. So just turned it to a race, no blunders here. And post Crawford was as boring, I would say, but I made a mistake here. So I should have, yeah, I understand this. Why? I mean, the roll before, it was clearly correct to give the extra numbers, of course, the 4 numbers, 2 numbers, 6-4 hitters, but then why risk it again, especially since this is super flexible. I don't leave a shot. Next time I'm almost guaranteed to get an inside point. Very few numbers, maybe 6-1 is bad, and everything else lets me make a point. So why take this risk? That was bad thinking by me. Don't need the 3-point now. I can make an inside point later. Just play safe. Yeah, and that was basically it. So I think this wasn't really the most interesting and exciting match. What can you do? So I thought I will make an experiment now. So as a bonus, I will play a 5-point speed match. Never did that before with comments to just see how it goes. Could be a total disaster, but you will see. Okay, here we go. So I have to hurry up. Not used to playing speed. Bit stressy for me. So I think, yeah, maybe I could have split to the 20, but whatever. 5-3 seems fine. Okay, cube take, I think. So why? No, that's bad. I pressed take and nothing happened. So I hope I won't get into connection trouble here. I mean, that would be for speed. That would be killing me. So double twos. What can he do? Make the bar, maybe. I think I make the second anchor more important than building my front structure. Anyhow, no checkers behind it. And should have time to build something, like now, for example. Okay, so plenty of contact. We're quite comfortable here. So this is interesting. Actually, I like it because it feels that I don't really have enough timing to play a back game. So don't know, maybe, yeah, I don't want to give up contact by getting out of the 22. Maybe I should have done it. So speed, I already notice it. Speed stresses me a bit. So that's a misclick by him. So I only used 6 seconds, but 5-3. Do I really want to do this? Okay. Feels like I butchered this position. But maybe not. As I said, this is just an experiment. Certainly building my board now. Actually, I also have some racing chances, since he has to waste pips. Inside, but unfortunately it's me to leave the shot. So I want to give him bad fives to leave a shot. So I think this is correct. Gives me more numbers after which I can hit something. So race is actually pretty fine now. But certainly nowhere near cube, of course, especially if I continue to create gaps. Okay. To know, do I take off? Maybe this is better. One, two, three, four. So can you roll an ace? Nope. So at least I didn't spend much time, but yeah, I should have taken that checker off probably, because I noticed I was odd after my play. Well, what can you do? Certainly gonna hit. So he's got the anchor, so no need to think about the cube. And how am I playing this? Oh, this looks weird. Maybe just make 3, 5s and 3s duplicated. So he's not too eager to hit with a 3 actually here. So he doesn't. Which makes me believe that my play wasn't that terrible. Okay, I'm gonna step up, way ahead in the race. Now my 6s play out. My 5s don't. I want to keep the midpoint as a communication link, so I will just make the inside points and hope I can roll a 6 this time. Doesn't happen. Guess I'll just kill a checker. Don't want to get hit. Sure. Okay, 6-3 is great. Fortunately, because of my inflexible position and the gap on the 5, I don't even have a cube here. Since I'm 5 away, his take point is actually lower. So I will use the opportunity here to clear the point. And now I still think I can wait because of his low take point. I can at least safety that checker. And then, of course, now I have market losers. So, I mean, it's an easy take. I will just cube here. You can see double 3s, double 5s. I think easy take. Certainly, maybe not even a cube. Would be very happy if he passes this, but he doesn't do me the favor, so. Okay, here we go. That was that. So I just try to avoid losing a gammon here. Okay, why is he cubing? I don't understand, but of course I will pass. And he can continue to going for the gammon. Of course, happy about it. So, 4-1. That looks cool to slot here. Duplicating 4s. Put some pressure on him. Okay, guess I have to make the anchor. Raise 6 in and out. Outfield control. Yes, he should make his 5 point. I think it's pretty clear. Well done. Gonna hit. Gonna dance. Okay, maybe even like this. On the twin now, I just hit on the point. I mean, I could have hit on the 4. Too late anyway. Really would like to get this a second anchor here. For now, that's the second anchor. I mean, that doesn't mean that I necessarily want to play a back game. Maybe I can even play like this. Really want to hit him. That was an overplay, I don't know. Wanted to go forward. Still have good chances if I manage to roll a 3. Now I need a 2 or hit. So I gave up my back game for a good reason, I thought, because I didn't have a good ace. Maybe that was a mistake. 6-1. Maybe something like this. Going for contact. Okay, that was not good. So, as I mentioned, the match before didn't feel to be especially exciting nor interesting, but this one doesn't seem to be either. But who knows? Still can hit something. Not yet. An ace maybe? Nope. Sorry. Okay, that was it. I can just resign match. And so that was my first speed experiment. Yeah, worked so. Let's see my mistakes. So I played really terrible in the beginning of the match. And so what I really start to like about speed is that it lays bare some weaknesses. So when you don't have time to think and play with your gut, then you see what is not on your radar. For example, best example, this play is pretty clear. I felt a bit bad that I didn't want to go enter on the 20 and expose myself to the attack, but I just didn't see any reasonable alternative. And that is because I have this difficulty to make these anti-positional hits on the ace point, this bias against doing this. So maybe under normal circumstances or with more time, I might have found it, but this is a typical mistake that can happen to me because I just don't like these hits, and it feels like with 3 checkers back, it just doesn't feel too good. But my top priority here is just to keep him from improving his position. So interesting that I didn't see it, and certainly something to learn. Another oversight. That was an oversight, but because I only saw, okay, I need to get into a back game, so I don't want to play this, makes the 2 offensive points, but I should have settled for the 2-5 for now and get some front structure, more contact. So again, a play that I didn't consider, so also interesting. Yeah, and same game, this one. Yeah, I mean, this, I really don't know. It felt like fine to me because White is really not looking forward to it lose or attack, and looked like a lot of contact. So I felt this is less contact in the long run. And as you can see, at DMP, my play is completely fine, but it loses some more gammons, of course. When he rolls a joker to blitz me, I can easily lose a gammon. So that was the problem with my play. So, but this mistake I certainly can do anytime. Another one that I didn't really consider well, but I also cannot say that I would have done better with more time, is this 3-2. It feels weird to bury a checker, to kill a checker when there is still much play left. But on the other hand, slotting here looks also not very appealing, but again, I didn't see it. I only saw something like 13-8 and I discarded it immediately. But yeah, sure if I could have found it with more time, but suddenly looked weird. My cube, yeah. I felt like that should be close and maybe not a cube yet, just right on the cusp borderline. And I don't know why he cubed me out here. Probably it was just too boring for him. For sure, he knows. I mean, he seems to be a competent player that he can play on here, but just super boring. And yeah, maybe that was the reason, but it's a sizable mistake anyway. And here, yeah, I should have kept my back game. All these, I mean, I didn't see play number one giving up the 6. I mean, but I saw this one, but yeah, it felt wrong. I mean, usually I get hit and then I'm forced into a back game. I mean, yes, with the possibility to lose a gammon, I would have kept the 2 anchors as a safeguard. But here I felt it wasn't necessary. I thought, okay, I get hit, but then I can maybe remake a second anchor. And this looked like better structure. I mean, it is better structure, but it simply was too costly to give up that anchor. Yeah, and that was it. Never moved again, really. And yeah, interesting experience to commentate speed. Maybe you can let me know whether you liked it or not. Anyway, now at least I've got some more content, which is fine. So now really, until next time, take care. Bye bye.